In a quiet neighborhood, not too busy and not too calm, there lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was sharp, very sharp. The kind of person teachers would look at and say, "This boy has a bright future."
So, one of those people everyone expects big things from?
Exactly. Daniel didn't struggle to understand things. Once he read something, it stayed with him. And he had a clear dream. He wanted a career that mattered, something respectable, something meaningful.
Let me guess, everything was perfect at first?
On the surface, yes. But beneath that potential was a quiet problem Daniel didn't take seriously enough.
What kind of problem?
Daniel couldn't control his attention. Whenever he sat down to focus, his mind refused to stay in one place. 5 minutes into studying, he was already reaching for his phone. If not his phone, then his thoughts. If not his thoughts, then just one quick break.
That sounds painfully familiar.
Daniel used to tell himself the same thing many people say. "I still have time. I work better under pressure. I'm smart enough. I'll figure it out later."
Ah, the famous later.
Yes, later became his favorite word. And slowly, without him noticing, later started stealing his days.
Did people around him notice?
They did. His parents reminded him. His teachers warned him. They all said the same thing. Talent is useless without discipline.
And he listened, right?
He smiled, nodded, then went back to doing things his way. Because deep down, Daniel believed intelligence would save him in the end.
So, what changed?
One morning, something happened that shook that belief. An important result was released, something Daniel had been quietly hoping would open doors for him.
And?
When he saw his name, his chest tightened. He hadn't made it.
Oof.
People who once struggled more than him had passed. Some even excelled. And for the first time, Daniel couldn't blame luck, teachers, or difficulty.
He had to look at himself.
Exactly. That night, sitting alone, one truth became impossible to ignore. Being smart was never the problem. Lack of discipline was. And that realization was the beginning of everything changing.
After that night, Daniel couldn't escape the thought. It followed him into the morning, into class, into every quiet moment. For the first time, he wasn't asking, "Am I smart enough?" He was asking something far more uncomfortable.
How do I stop sabotaging myself?
Exactly. Daniel realized that if he kept relying on motivation alone, nothing would change. So instead of promising himself, "I'll do better," he did something different.
Let me guess, he looked for help?
Yes, not from someone who would flatter him, but from someone known for discipline. That's how he met Mr. Harris, a coach at the local training center.
A study coach?
No, a physical trainer. The kind of man who believed the body and the mind were trained the same way.
Interesting choice.
When Daniel explained his problem, Mr. Harris didn't lecture him. He didn't give advice right away either. He simply said, "Come with me."
That already sounds serious.
They walked to an open field behind the center. Mr. Harris picked up a simple training tool and placed a small target at a distance.
Let me guess, some kind of test?
Exactly. He asked Daniel to take a shot and aim carefully.
And?
Daniel tried. The shot missed.
Was he nervous?
Mr. Harris asked him a strange question instead. "What were you looking at?"
That's unexpected.
Daniel thought for a moment and answered honestly. The target, but also the surroundings, the people, the noise.
So, everything at once?
Mr. Harris nodded. Then he said something Daniel would never forget. "That's exactly how you study."
Ouch.
He continued, "Focus isn't about trying harder. It's about choosing one thing and ignoring everything else."
That hits deep.
Mr. Harris explained that the mind is always looking for stimulation. Phones, notifications, random thoughts. If you don't train it, it will pull you wherever it wants.
So discipline isn't force, it's training.
Exactly.
Then Mr. Harris said, "If you want control, you don't start big, you start small, and you repeat."
So, what did he tell Daniel to actually do?
He gave him a simple structure, not 10 rules, not motivation quotes, just habits Daniel could follow even on bad days.
That sounds doable.
But Daniel still had one question left. He looked at Mr. Harris and asked, "What if my mind keeps wandering no matter what I do?"
And that's where the real lesson begins.
Exactly. Because what Mr. Harris explained next was the difference between wishing for focus and building it. Mr. Harris didn't answer Daniel's question right away. Instead, he smiled and said, "Your mind will wander. That's normal. The mistake is thinking that means you've failed."
So, distraction itself isn't the enemy.
No. Ignoring the distraction is where discipline is built. Mr. Harris explained it simply.
I'm listening.
He said, "Every time your attention drifts and you bring it back, you're training your mind, just like a muscle. Not once, not perfectly, but repeatedly."
So, the return is more important than the focus itself.
Exactly. Daniel was told to start with short, focused sessions. No phone nearby, no multitasking. One clear goal per session.
That sounds almost boring.
It was, and that's why it worked. Discipline doesn't feel exciting in the beginning, but Daniel stayed consistent.
Did he see results quickly?
Not at first. The first few days were frustrating. His mind fought back, but slowly, something changed.
Let me guess, the resistance reduced.
Yes, what once felt impossible became manageable. Minutes turned into hours, and hours turned into progress.
And the exams?
When the next big test came, Daniel didn't panic. He didn't rely on last-minute pressure. He trusted the work he had done daily.
And the result?
This time, he didn't just pass, he stood out.
That must have felt different.
It did, because Daniel knew it wasn't luck. It wasn't raw intelligence. It was discipline guiding his effort.
So what stayed with him after all this?
One lesson, simple but powerful. If you don't train your mind, it will control you. But if you train it, it will take you exactly where you want to go.
That's a message a lot of people need to hear.
Absolutely. And maybe, as you're listening right now, you're thinking about your own focus, your habits, or the things you keep postponing.
So here's a question for you.
Yes, tell us in the comments, what distracts you the most when you're trying to focus? And what's one small habit you can start today to change that?
We'd really love to read your thoughts.
Because discipline doesn't start tomorrow. It starts with awareness right now.